when a team makes a decision like a quarterback change, there can often be maybe a divisive locker room as a result. As a leader on this team, how do you guys make sure that there is no divisive locker room at this point of the season?
Well, we know who our teammates are. I mean, I know who Carson is, and I know that, Carson's going to be a great teammate. He's going to work hard, and he's going to support what's going on, and that's Jalen right now. I know that's coach's decision on what happened, but as a team, we're going to make sure that we stick by, Carson, because we still believe in, both quarterbacks. But, you got Jalen, who's, going to get an opportunity for himself, and it's a good opportunity for him. Like Coach said, that he's going to give us a spark, and we're going to, just go with whatever that's best for the team. And so, but it's all supportive. We all, what I'm saying, talk to each other, and I don't see, us being divisive at all. I just think that, we got to continue to. Just make sure that we have a good support system for both parties, Carson and Jalen.
Damo, and then Ed Kratz.
Hey, Brandon. I know you're going to tell me that the wins are the only thing that matter, but I know how much it meant to you going into this season to get double-digit sacks. You've been stuck on 7 for a while now. How frustrating is that? Are teams doing anything differently to you lately, or has it just been kind of the way it's gone?
I mean, yeah, I'm getting chipped every game. A lot of things are happening, but at the same time, we gon' I don't worry. I'm trying to get a W. I know what you're saying. With a W, stats usually come with it. So I got to make sure I continue to just keep working. I try not to even focus on it too much, other than just making sure I do my job, because that's how things have happened for me this year. I got 4 games left. Who knows what's gonna happen. And I think that a W definitely will help. Make everything feel a lot better.
Ed, and then John Clark.
Hey, BG. Just to get back to Kristen's question about the quarterbacks, how much have you seen of Jalen Hurts? What have you seen from him? How did practice go with him yesterday? Kind of taking the role as the starter now.
It looks good. I mean, you can see his confidence out there as he's, now, focusing in on it's the game now. So you can see a new focus, for him. He looked like he's having fun. A lot of guys is supporting him, and going out there, and we got a lot of energy. I think that that's a good thing, especially in the state of where we are right now. And I could just see his confidence growing as the week go.
John Clark, and then Martin Frank.
Hey, Brandon. As a defensive end, can you talk about the things that Jalen can bring, maybe a little RPO, the option and stuff like that, and how much pressure and what it puts in the minds of defensive ends and the whole defense?
Well, as a defensive end, it's going to be a lot of running if you want to get any stats, because the RPOs is outside, and you got to run to the ball to be able to tackle those guys. And so most of the time, you got to, as a D lineman, you got to keep coming, because, if he's getting it out quick and he's doing like the quick RPOs and the zone reads, it kind of slows you down. They do a lot of things to slow you down. But with a running quarterback like him, you got to make sure that you get to the ball, because that's the only way you're going to get to him. And, I think that's what's unique about him. He can definitely use his legs, and, he has a pretty good arm too. It's just all about him on how he, make his decisions on that field. But I think that, as a D lineman, you got your hands full when you got to worry about him taking off on you.
Martin, and then Ed Benkin.
Hey, Brandon. Sorry, I got on a little late, so forgive me if you were asked about Malcolm returning this Sunday. If you weren't, like, what has he meant, to the team the past few years, and how much do you think you guys miss him?
I mean, Jank, he is a guy that you definitely is going to miss. You hope to have him for a long time, but it's not always like that. I know for us this year, we had to step our game up even more, because for sure Malcolm was somebody that that helped well, we all helped each other, but he was a guy that you was losing that really that you counted on, you depended on to kind of start things, especially in the back end. And he was a good tackler. He was physical. He was out here. He did a lot of things that he could play any position. I felt out there, and so when you lose a guy like that, it's hard to. It's hard to kind of replace that. But Malcolm, I'm happy that he's with the Saints. I'm happy things have been going good for him. But we got our own thing that we got going on. Every year it's a different team. Every year you got to find y'all togetherness and what kind of makes you guys work. And I feel like we've been doing that. We've showed flashes on defense, but we got to stay consistent with everything, and that's been something that I feel like as long as we keep working, it's gonna happen, and it can happen this week.
We have time for two more, so we'll go Ed Bankin, and then we'll close it out with Jeff McLean.
Hi, Brandon. Looking at the Saints on Sunday, obviously seeing Hill is a bit different than seeing Drew Brees. What has impressed you the most watching him on film, not just with his running ability, but how well he's played the position at quarterback the last few weeks?
You can tell that they're doing a pretty good job of trying to make him a drop back quarterback, and I think he can definitely make the throws. And like I say, when you're preparing for him to move with his legs, he's fast and he's looking to throw a lot of the times when he's sprinting out or doing things like that with his legs, and he's looking downfield always. So we got to make sure that we get to the ball, but. I really see that they're really trying to make him a drop back quarterback like Drew Brees.
Go ahead, Jeff.
BG, in your career, you've had your ups and downs. Probably some times where you weren't even sure if you were going to play again or start again or play again for the Eagles. What would your advice be to Carson about his future and how to handle it, especially in terms of his confidence?
First, just try not to worry about what people got to say, because only you know what's going on and how you can fix it. And how you fix that is really working on the things that you need to get better on, that people that tends to the things that tend to come up all the time. So for me, if it's say you need to get off the ball faster, I need to start doing that, like for myself. Like just, when people, start to tell you what they see looking on the outside in, it's on you to make those decisions. So continue to keep on working hard, continue to keep on building where you're weak at right now, but you definitely know that you can get to where you used to be, because it's a lot of confidence that we all still have in Carson. We've seen it, we know it's just on him to go out and just keep working like he does. And so don't worry about what the naysayers say. It don't matter because you the one that can change what people are saying by how you work. And I think that's what kind of kept me here, just how hard I tried to work and tried to flip that negative and turn it into a positive.
I wanted to ask you, like the switch to Jalen Hurts, how does that help you as far as, the read option is concerned? I mean, does that kind of make that play like a little bit more dynamic just because Jalen is a threat to keep the ball and run, and they kind of have to respect both guys, both of you?
Yeah, you said it all. It should definitely help the running game even more, even though it's consistent as it is. But it should definitely open up the run game a lot more, because defenses are going to have to respect Jalen's legs and what he can do with the ball. So hopefully it's tough for them and we can take advantage of that.
Tim and then John Clark.
Miles, you've spoken glowingly of Carson in the past, calling him a bad man, and helping to carry that offense in a big way down the stretch last season. What are your thoughts on the way that things have gone for Carson, and what kind of things are you talking to him about now?
Honestly, all I can really say is that it's tough. I honestly don't know exactly what he's going through. But I've definitely been in his position before, where to the point I'm not playing. I tell him every day since Sunday that I got his back no matter what. I'm still talking to him. Everybody's still talking to him. He's out there with a great attitude. He's giving great looks for the defense. And like I said, if anybody's in this situation, I honestly wouldn't know how to tell him how to handle it. But he's handling it pretty well, we need a spark for the team and just to get stuff going. We got off track and Coach Doug he decided to go with Jalen, and that's what we're going to do. So we're going to use all this just to encourage him and get confidence behind him because he's the guy right now. So it's going as he going.
John and Jeff McLean.
Hey, Miles, when they do make a change at quarterback, do you kind of go back and say you could have done something better or helped him out more, or everybody on offense when they do bench Carson like that and make a change?
Yeah, absolutely. It's not on. It's messed up kind of because the guy that's probably feeling the most and taking the most heat is Carson. But at the end of the day, this whole offense has a part into reason why we are the way we are. So even me, my fumbled, dropped passes, and some missed blocking assignments. So I obviously got to tighten up my game also. But everybody collectively as an offense has to put everything together. It's not just on the quarterbacks.
Jeff McLean and Dave Zangaro.
Miles, on Sunday against the Packers after the first drive, we didn't see you much for the next 2 drives or so. Was that just to give Boston and Jordan a chance, or was there anything more behind that?
I believe so. We have a very dynamic room, so we're going to use everybody, and that's the game plan. So whatever's called, whoever's out there is going to do the job 110%.
We have time for a few more, so we'll go Dave, Jeff, and Bo.
Hey, Miles, on those zone read type of plays, it obviously takes a level of comfort between the running back and quarterback. Where are you right now with Jalen Hurts in that respect? How much time have you guys had to work on those things?
Pretty comfortable. Just getting a lot of mesh points and mesh handoffs after practice, in between periods. Same stuff that we do with Carson. When we want to get routes and stuff. But I feel pretty comfortable. He feels pretty comfortable. We know, whoever running back's in there, is capable of getting the job done, and we know Jalen's gonna get the job done with his feet.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Hey, Miles. What's up? Wanted to ask you, what have you seen from Jalen Hurts these last 2 days? His command of the huddle, his presence, his confidence. What are some characteristics that you have seen from him that, help you believe that he's going to help you guys kind of get out of this funk and really get this offense going?
Yeah, you just said it. His confidence level is through the roof, and that's what I really like about him, especially being a rookie quarterback in the NFL. Being a quarterback in the NFL isn't easy regardless, but, him being a rookie, probably a lot of pressure on him. We really don't know what's going through his head, but he doesn't really show any weaknesses. I love his confidence, his command in the huddle, and I'm excited to see him play, honestly.
Thank you.
One here with Bo.
Miles, how do you feel about the matchup if it's one-on-one, man-to-man with Malcolm Jenkins covering you?
I like myself.
You've had those matchups in the past in practice, I imagine.
Yeah, I like myself.
This weekend, you'll see Malcolm Jenkins on the other sideline. How'd you explain the role Malcolm played for your career early on and in the secondary when he was here?
For my career, he played a big role. He taught me a lot, as soon as I stepped inside the building, and especially when that first year I had to move to safety. So, I credit him a lot for that. Definitely on the field, to being vocal and, just knowing your assignments and things like that. He's very big on that, and, just the little details at playing safety. So I feel he definitely credit him for my first year here. And what was the second part here?
And the secondary overall, the role he had in the secondary when he was here.
Yeah, he had a big role here. One of the leaders in our back end. Very, very, very passionate and vocal as also, like I said, definitely with me and teaching me to be vocal and things like that. So, we lost him, but, we still got those pieces in our room. We got Rodney, we got Jalen, and them guys are definitely vocal as well.
We'll go Jeff and then Les.
Hey, Avonte, I know you guys feel like you do have still great leaders on this team, but how much do you miss Malcolm, and that leadership and the ability to calm things down, especially as you guys are going through this trying season?
You know, like I said, you know, I have tons of respect for Malcolm. You know, Malcolm was a great role model for someone to first enter the league like me, and you know I learned a lot from him. But you know he's not here now, and we still got grand notch leaders in our room. Like I said, in the back end, that's at safety, and you know, like I said, starting with Rodney, he's vocal as it gets. You know, he's talking, he's bringing the team up, he's always texting us. Right along with Jalen, both of them guys are major vocals, so it's almost like you haven't missed a step.
Les and then Bo.
Hey, Avonte, if I can try your patience with one more Malcolm-related question. How much of a problem is it for the Eagles offense that Malcolm is the kind of guy that's going to know a lot I guess he doesn't know much about Jalen Hurts, but the offense in general, he knows a lot about formations and things like that. I would imagine he's going to be able to diagnose a lot of things they're
doing. I mean, I don't know. You know, I don't know. Is you know, I mean, I guess I'm not on the offensive side, so I can only speak from the defensive side. You know.
Do that a lot on defense. I mean, is that often a factor in games or not?
I can't hear you. It's like low. Can you say that again? I can't hear you.
I'm sorry. Is that a factor in games? Guys can do that on defense a lot or not?
I mean, yeah. If they have a few plays that they know in their mind, that they can pick and choose out of. You know, I try to do things like that while watching film. But that's the game of football. You know, you always trying to pick and choose your play that you can go grab. Other than that, you know, you just got to keep teams on their toes.
Thank you.
Bo and then Al.
Avonte, what's the scouting report that you can give us on Jalen Hurts after going up against him in practice?
You have to see on Sunday. I you know he's doing a lot of reps with the offense right now, and you know I'm on the defensive side, so I really don't see him as much. I'm always living the film when I'm off the field, so you know I have to watch and see on Sunday as well. But I'm excited for him.
Throughout the season, when he was with the twos, you would have been going up against him, right? So what can you tell us about his skill set?
I mean, you noticed you seen it last game. He's capable of running, you know, making plays on his feet, and you know he definitely got a good ball. He can throw as well. You know, nice ball as I seen, you know, going against him. And like I said, I'm excited to see what he do this Sunday.
Go ahead, Al, and then Ed.
All right, Avonte, Jim Schwartz always says that he likes you to kind of let the plays come to you. You don't have that many interceptions. How do you kind of keep yourself from trying to force a play, try to force to get a turnover, and you know, stay within yourself or stay within the defense? Is there a temptation sometimes to push for a turnover?
You know, you can't push for a turnover. I feel like if you do your job, they'll come. You know, because if you're doing your job, it's going to put you in the right spot, in the right place at the right time. And, you know, that them balls will just come to you then. So, you know, I'm not really, like, trying to step out of my zone and step out of the side of the defense to try to make a play to get an interception. I'm just, you know, doing my job as much as I can, the best ability as I can. And, you know, hopefully one of them times I'm in the right spot for that ball to come into an interception.
We have time for one more, and then we'll get Miles in here. So go ahead, Ed.
Yeah, hey, Avonte, I just want to ask you about the Saints offense. You know, they have some prolific receivers on, obviously, with Thomas and Sanders and, you know, Tyson Hill. I mean, what sort of challenges does Hill present and that receiving core?
You know, definitely a great receiving core. You know, they got guys that, like you said, Michael Thomas and all them guys. So, you know, I played against them twice, so, you know, I know how them guys are, and, you know, they're great receivers. And, you know, dealing with the quarterback situation now, you got a guy that can use his feet. And, you know, when you got a guy that can use his feet, it makes the game a little bit more challenging, so you got to be able to stop him from running and throwing at the same time.
It seems like these last couple of weeks you've really settled in at left tackle. Do you feel like that's the case? And where do you have to go from here? Do you feel like getting back-to-back games has really kind of helped you?
I don't really call it settling. I call it just like doing my job. You know, I don't really go out there to settle. I don't like to get comfy. I never stay comfy. I always try and, you know, always look for an edge up or one up every day. I feel like I've come a long way, and so I kind of just had that in the back of my head. But I just take every play by play, and I don't really, like to overthink things. I don't like to think like, back-to-back games, I'm playing good. I just take it game by game, play by play, and if I play good, I play good. I play bad, I play bad. We can go back and correct the mistakes, and that's pretty much my mentality, that I've had the last, not even the last 2 weeks, but just the whole season in general. Just trying to get better every day. I've always had that saying since rookie year, and I've stuck by it. So that 1% better every day, and that's what I aim to do. Don't like to settle down. I don't feel like I've settled down just yet. Still got a lot to prove, and work on.
Go ahead, Les, and then Bo.
Hey, Jordan. I would imagine in the world of rugby, you never have anything like the team changing quarterbacks or anything like that. How are you dealing with this? Do you feel, as part of the offensive line, like maybe the people could have done something to help Carson Wentz? How do you process what's happened this week?
As far as the change, I have no control over that. I can only control what I can control, and in saying that, I feel like I could have done a lot more to help my team out, to help Carson out, to help my O-line out. I take as much blame as people blaming him, believe it or not, and so does the O-line. The rest of the O-line. We're always very critical of ourselves, and it's just the little things that we need to clean up and make sure that we can finish the season off strong and head into next season, with the positives.
Will it be different with Jalen Hurts back there? Does that change anything for you as left tackle? Is he set up any differently, or you have to watch for him moving around more behind you?
No, mate. I told you. I just do my job. Whoever's back there, I just do my job. My job is to protect them.
And this doesn't change your job at all?
No, doesn't change my job at all. Whoever's back there. Could be G Ward. I still do the same thing.
All right.
Go ahead, Bo, and then Ed.
So G Ward starting. We got that. What is your relationship like with Jalen, Jordan, and what kind of personality does he have?
Jalen's a great guy, man. He's a great teammate. I call him Deuce. That's about it. I never call him Jalen or Hurts. Just call him Deuce, and he knows that now. So that's pretty much it.
So then, what do you call Deuce daily?
Just call him Coach. Just call him Coach, right? I mean, he's Coach, not Deuce. Okay. I know him as Coach.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Ed, and then Jeff.
Hey, Jordan, why do you call him Deuce?
Oh, I don't know, Matt. Maybe it's his number, I think.
Oh, yeah, okay. That wasn't really my question, but I wanted to just ask you, you've been with Jalen since the summer. How have you seen him evolve? Have you noticed any change in his confidence level, familiarity with the offense, anything like that?
From day one, since Jalen stepped in the building, he's brought this type of swagger. He's always had a confidence. And it's always like, you can tell as soon as he walked in, he's the man of confidence guy. So he's always had that confidence. As in terms of his familiarity with the playbook, that's a question for him, not me. To me, he looks, very confident and knows the playbook well. I don't really look at what he does. I just focus on my job.
I see one more hand raised, so we'll end it here with Jeff.
Jordan, as far as I can tell, you didn't give him any pressures on Sunday. When you vertical set against the pass rush, what's like the one thing you feel if you do, this guy isn't going to get by you? Is it your get off? Is it how you use your hands, or is it your balance, or what? Or is it something I'm not mentioning?
It's all types. It's all three of those. What you just said. It's progression. The get off is a big thing for me. Trying to be the first one off the ball is very, very important against a great edge rusher. So just getting off the ball, getting to your spot, and the timing with your hands, and knowing when to fire them so they don't get spotted. So it's pretty much it.
If I could follow up one more too, in run blocking, What's the most difficult part? What's been the most difficult part? Obviously, you're such a big guy that once you get your hands on guys, it's pretty hard for them to get off you. Is it just understanding blocking assignments? What would you say has been the hardest part for you in run blocking?
I think just listening to the call. Not really. It's not really it sort of is the assignment, but it's more of just where the point is. Missed a couple. Missed a couple assignments on the first drive, and just based off the call, I went off another call that was made, and ended up making the wrong play, but fixed that up when we got on the bench. So yeah, it's more of a just listening to where the point is.
If you were to watch film of Jordan Mailata and if you didn't know his backstory, would you be able to tell that he had such a limited background in the sport?
No, Jordan, I mean, just even from when I kind of first got here, seeing him play to the player he is right now has made incredible jumps. And the fact that, he didn't grow up playing football, really had no experience around the game, it's obviously not big in Australia, is truly incredible. And I think it's a testament to how hard of a worker Jordan is. He's always one of those guys where, working on his craft and asking questions and whatnot, and just really trying to become a leader and a great player and a valuable piece of this organization.
Lesson and Daniel.
I was wondering, this offensive line, how do you think it played overall last week at Green Bay? And what do you think it needs to develop? How does it need to get better to be consistently effective, I should say?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I thought we played well. Unfortunately, we obviously know there's room for improvement, and it's something that, each week for the next 4 weeks, and we need to continue to improve on. I think, also kind of getting a feel. It's tough when you're shuffling guys in the lineup to kind of build that chemistry that makes one of the components that makes an O-line great. So we're all confident kind of as we go on, we start playing next to each other and kind of start to build that continuity that we can be a very good O-line. And like I said, I mean, in Green Bay, you get down, you got to throw the ball and pass, and got to start passing a lot. But I think for the most part, we played well. We know we got to improve, and looking forward to. We have a good challenge this week. Doesn't get any easier. New Orleans is one of the best defenses in the league, and they have some great players up front. So, Coach Stout's getting us ready for this challenge.
What can you tell us about Jalen Hurts?
No, he's great. He's a great leader. Someone that kind of I came in with. So, kind of just having a little bit of a, played him in college and whatnot. So, he's great, and we're excited. Whoever's back there, we're going to block as hard as we can for them and give them the opportunity to help us make plays to win the game.
Daniel on the now.
What's Jalen's presence like in the huddle? How does he kind of, conduct himself in there? How does that kind of leadership that we've heard a lot about, how does that come through?
It's good. Quarterback, you have a lot on your plate, and the fact of the matter is you really can't even tell Jalen's a rookie. You expect a rookie quarterback to be in there and, be uncomfortable and whatnot, but that's really the opposite. Jalen came right in and took control and just kind of said, hey, let's go. We're all in this together. It doesn't matter, at this point of the year, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie, 5th year, 10th year, whatever. And that's kind of, to me, what, Jalen's a great player, obviously, the things he does on the field, but to me, as an O-lineman, that's big, the fact that you can take control of that huddle and, you don't want to skip a beat, and I think Jalen was he's prepared, and I think he's going to do well. Just continue to excel.
Alan and Martin.
Hey, Jack. Obviously as a rookie, you're coming in here. You have a great offensive line coach in Jeff Stoutland, but you find yourself, with the situation you're in, stats aren't great, of calling maybe your O-line coach, maybe from college, or players that you played with, or that maybe now in the league right now, looking for some advice on just how to progress your game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always looking to improve, and it's something, Coach Stoutland and Coach Roy and Connor Barwin and guys that we work with have been really helpful. And even, guys like Lane and JP, talking to them and whatnot, it's tough, it's, as a rookie, not having kind of that preseason and not getting those reps and kind of, it puts you behind the 8 ball, but this is a great opportunity. And for me, I'm just using it as, I get to go play, against guys like Zadarius Smith on Green Bay and, guys like Cam Jordan in New Orleans. And I think later, it's hard because, you want, anytime you screw up when you're a competitor, it's, you're frustrated and whatnot, but I'm kind of trying to take that and say, where can I grow? How can I take that experience against, guys like that and help me kind of, especially going last 4 weeks, just really making the most of my opportunity. And, at the end of the day, yeah, there's a lot of that stuff out there, but I always kind of go based off how my coaches think I play. If they think I play well, and to me, that's more important than, whatever stat or whatnot. And, one thing with Coach Stout, he's always honest. So I know whenever we talk to him for feedback, he'll give it to me, but I'm just got to continue to do what they ask me to do and continue to help them win games.
Go ahead, Martin.
Hey, Jack. You kind of alluded to this earlier. The fact that you've had so many different offensive line combinations, and if, Jason can't play this Sunday, it'll be 12 and 13 games. What kind of effect does that have on an offensive line? And obviously continuity is huge in everything. How much of a factor do you think that is in the games?
It is, kind of like I said too earlier, is continuity and kind of building that chemistry with an O-line is something that is so important. And you look at the great O-lines that the Eagles have had in really the past decade, and it's the staple, like those 5 guys were out there or whatnot, and someone gets hurt, but it's not to the extent of, like you said, I think it's 12 and 13 games or something. It's one of those things that it's hard. But I think, it's a huge credit to Coach Stoutland and the job he's done, and Coach Roy and all those guys getting us prepared that no matter who's out there, that we got to play our best football. And that's not an excuse to go out there and play bad. It's not an excuse to, get the quarterback hit or not run the ball effectively. And I think the thing that's good about our room is we're holding each other accountable. We're not just going out there saying, we haven't played next to each other, or, I'm just, I'm a rookie or I'm a second-year guy. It's like, hey, we got to go out there and help the Philadelphia Eagles win games no matter what. And that's really our ultimate goal.